Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our college football series. And we have got a heck of an episode for you today as we will be kicking things off with a big time matchup down in Austin, Texas against the Texas Longhorns. They're at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, number 8 versus number 7. And this is going to be a big time matchup to test what we are this season. Even though the game against Kansas State to start it off, was 12-13, this one is this is a horse of a different color. You know what I mean? 7 versus 8, top 10. They're essentially ranked higher than us in the categories, except for we do, our rushing touchdown total is just outstanding. But they have an overpowering offense and defense, and it's going to be something really that we are going to have to contend with in this game. And it's not going to come easy. This is going to be a hard-fought battle in the heat of Texas, something that, not a whole lot of teams can truly deal with all that well unless you play in it, every single day. And so we are about to get this one going here, number 8 versus number 7, trying to make another statement to get this season started, to prove we are ready to take that next step from last year. Now, we're going to start out on offense here. A couple minutes into the first quarter, we did give up an opening field goal to the Longhorns on their drive. But instead, we're going to open up with a big run down the left side. Anthony Gray, oh my goodness, oh baby, with a 28-yard rush. Anthony Gray, that squeezed right through. I say squeezed right through. That was a massive hole. And then our blocking down the field, coming from Sean Thomas, coming from Shane Swain. It's been just, that was just fantastic on that play all around. So now we do have a 1st and 10 at about the Longhorn 46-yard line, as it looks like we are going to be changing up the play a little bit. Green in the shotgun. Kind of drifts off to his left and back and finally fires it over the field. It's going to be caught by Ross Lundy on the sideline, tiptoeing, getting that foot down at the last second for a 19-yard pass play. Wow, 2 plays. We are already almost all the way down the field on this one. That is big-time momentum, and that is what we need to win this game. And it's really what's going to be a big-time help for us, is we are going to have to make big plays here. And so now with another 1st and 10 at about the 29, 28-yard line for the Longhorns, Green in the shotgun does a little bit of not play action, but option keeper. Misread the defensive end on that one. We had the hole wide open, but I ended up keeping it, and so Green will be stopped for a loss of 3 yards to bring up a 2nd and 13 here. And this is our opening drive. There's a lot of football left, so any mistake can have devastating consequences for us in this game. So 2nd and 13, Green is going to be in the shotgun, 2 to his right, 1 to his left. He has the snap. He's going to fire it over to Smith, who's going to get blasted, but after a big 11-yard reception, Darrell Smith coming through on the drag route, wide open. Not sure if we would have gotten more if we had found him a little bit earlier, but we got him in the space. We got an extra block right there, and that one really gets us into a comfortable 3rd down position. 3 yards is definitely better than 13, and I think we can try to take advantage of something from here. So now 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, 3rd and 3, Green in the shotgun once again as he gets the snap, reads the field, no one really open, and fires it away at the last second as it falls incomplete, and that will bring up a 4th. So now and we do kick the field goal attempt. So now in our 2nd possession of the ballgame, the game is still tied 3-3. We have it once again at about the 30-yard line of the Longhorns. Paul Green takes it on the option keeper. He picks up about 10 yards on that rush. That was a well-designed play, well executed by our offensive line, and they bit hard on it, and we were able to take advantage. So now under 1 minute to go in the first quarter, Green's going to be in the shotgun once again. 3 receivers to our right, 1 off to our left side. Green's got the snap. Longhorns bring a blitz. Shane Swain finally comes through on the catch, and he's going to be brought down on it, pushing forward on that tackle, giving us a 2nd and 2 all the way down to the 11-yard line. So we look at just under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get this snap off or not. We're going to see what we can do. 4 seconds to go, and we do on the option keeper. Paul Green up the middle. He lowers his shoulder. I'm about to say powers through. He didn't power through anybody on that one. But, hey, he did lower his shoulder and picked up the first down, and that sets us up in great field position to start out this second quarter, just being a few yards away from pay dirt, bringing up a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. And so we come to the line to get set. Green is going to be in the shotgun. He's got Gray offset to his left side. And with 3 wide receivers, he has the snap, scans over the field, drifts to his left side, throws it back to the right. Ross Lundy with the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Ross Lundy coming through. And what a great way to drift off to the left side by Green and fires it back to the right, just in the middle of that pocket of 3 Longhorn defenders. And that would give us a touchdown, but the Longhorns would obviously come fight back and end up actually taking the lead on us and have it at 13-10 at this stage with where we are at right now. And this is another pivotal drive for us in this one, just like the start of this game. As we are under 2 minutes to go, trailing by 3, as I said, and needing to get a lead, needing to make something happen. We cannot let the Longhorns keep this lead going into the half. It's going to be real hard to get it back in the second half if we do. Ross Lundy making a great catch on the sideline. Going to need that to happen quite a bit more. So 2nd and 2 now, coming off at about the Longhorn 47-yard line. Green gets the snap, drops back, throws it deep. He has a man, and that's going to be deflected away. Oh, wow. We were going for Sean Thomas on that one. We had the step. We just underthrew him slightly, and that brings up a 3rd and 2 now. So 3rd and 2 from the Longhorn 47-yard line. Green's going to be in the shotgun. Anthony Gray in the backfield. Hands it off to him. Big hole up the middle. Anthony Gray with about 8 yards on that one, as that gives us a brand new set it down. He has 8 rushes, 61 yards on the afternoon. The clock will stop temporarily, but is going to start back right as soon as we get those chains set. So now it's the 1st and 10. Option keeper, Paul Green. He's going to go up the middle, cuts it back inside, and finally gets brought down after a gain of 9 on that one. And this drive is still alive with under 1 minute to go. 2nd and 1. Going in the hurry-up offense. Once again, we have 4 wide receivers in the shotgun. Fires it over to the left. Sean Thomas makes a catch for 5 yards. That picks up a 1st down, and the clock will temporarily stop. Needing to make sure we keep an eye on that clock for sure. So still in the hurry-up mode. Green is going to remain in the shotgun for the remainder of this drive. As he gets the snap, 45 seconds left. Fires it over the middle. That's going to be intercepted, trying to go for Darrell Smith. Just a poor read overall, and that's going to be our 2nd turnover, 1st interception of the day for us, and that is not how you want things to go down. So we could not let them have the lead going into the halftime, and we did. But we will start out with it here in the second half, and we are driving, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Green with an option keeper up the middle, tries to cut it to the outside, and that gives us 9 yards as we have 2nd and 1, still trailing by 3. Only a couple minutes here into, about 30. So now at the Longhorn about 39-yard line. Paul Green's going to be in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, Gray in the backfield. Hands it off to Gray off the right side, and they make a great play. They brought their linebackers on the blitz, coming through untouched, getting us down for a loss on that, and brings up a big 3rd and 5. This is something we need. We cannot continue to expect our defense to play outstanding without giving them a little bit of help. Holding this offense to 13 points and a half is a big-time feat, but we have to give our guys some help. So now Paul Green going to be in the shotgun, 3rd and 5. Here as we start changing up some of the passing routes a little bit, Green fires it over to Corey Lee, gets a 1st down for us on about a 10-yard gain, 9-yard reception, for his first reception of the day, as that one will be a big-time 1st down play as Paul Green is 15 of 18 on the afternoon for 128 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. So now 1st and 10 from the Longhorn 33-yard line. Our Volunteers come to the line, 4 wide. Green in the shotgun, Gray in the backfield. He gets the snap. He scans over, rolls out to his right side, and we're not going to be able to escape Paul Green, for being a semi-mobile quarterback, just does not have a whole lot of speed rolling out of the pocket. And that would be something I would say we probably want to focus on in our recruiting if we look at quarterbacks, guys who have some form of speed to really kind of move away, at least from a defensive lineman. As this brings up a big 2nd and 18. As Green drifts off to his left side, fires it deep, and that one's almost intercepted. That was a stupid pass. You cannot be making those mistakes. We made enough of those last season, and it cost us in some big games against Alabama and Georgia. We cannot be doing that here in Austin. So 3rd and 18 now. From the Longhorn, about 40-yard line, Green drifts to his right side. He has a man, fires it deep. It's going to be caught. Darryl Smith for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Darryl Smith saved Paul Green on that throw as he went deep, and Darryl Smith goes up to get it, and oh, wow, what a beautiful play that was, as we will now take the lead here in Austin in the 3rd quarter with a single play on a 3rd and 18 drive. That was amazing. And our defense comes through, gets a stop for us, holds them to 0 points, gets us the ball back. Now it's time for us to repay their effort once again. And Anthony Gray had a 7-yard rush. Let's see what we can do to counter that as well. On 2nd and 3, run a little bit of play action. Going deep again. We got Ross Lundy. Oh, these passing lanes are starting to open up as Lundy gets a 33 yards on that one. As that play action brought that safety up just enough for us to be able to drop that one over top. And that's a big-time play for our offense, as we now have a 1st and 10 deep inside of the Texas zone here at about the 24-yard line, trying to extend the lead in this one. So 1st and 10, Green in the shotgun, option, hands it off to Gray, up the middle, cuts it to the left, almost breaks out of that one, picking up a good 8 yards. Ooh, he almost got free. We almost had him. We started that cut back to the left and just tripped up over our own guys. So we will be stopped for a gain of 8 yards, and that brings up 2nd and 2. And this option game is starting to work how we designed it, and oh man, their defensive tackle just blew through our guys, so it didn't matter that their end bit on the fake at all. He just blew right through it, and he's going to bring us down for a big-time loss right there. So now 3rd and 4. Once again, another big-time 3rd down conversion, needing to make something happen. We are 5 for 7 on 3rd down, and we're going to come out in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Green with the snap, scans the field, fires it. Ross Lundy's going to have it, and that's another 1st down. 9-yard reception. Ross Lundy playing outstanding today. We're almost 100 yards through for receiving, and that's a big-time game for him and a big-time spotlight. So now Paul Green, who's 18 of 22 for over 200 yards on the afternoon, gets set in the pistol formation here from the 10-yard line. End zone, touchdown Tennessee. He's going to keep it. Paul Green, he's into the end zone. Touchdown Tennessee. 10 yards for Paul Green, and that is pay dirt for the Tennessee Volunteers. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We have extended our lead in this one here, and we are still in the 3rd quarter. The Big Mo was all on our side for that game. Now, that one was one of the last scores that did happen. We did finally get a garbage time touchdown. Texas just could not keep up with us. So the game practically, for all intents and purposes, ended right there. But Paul Green played outstanding. Player of the game, 4 total touchdowns. Now, a big-time game like this, the important thing about having this, especially when you play in the SEC, is, you beat these teams. It gives you a lot of momentum in the season, right? We're 3-0 now, and we've got a big-time matchup coming up here in the 2nd game of this episode. And for those of y'all who remember our last season, you can guess who it is this year, as we have the Florida Gators. But this time, we are in Knoxville, Tennessee. They are in our house. It is a rainy Saturday. This is our field, our home, our turf, and we will defend it, ladies and gentlemen, as we are the now number 4 ranked Tennessee Volunteers here in the SEC East standings. The only team that's actually undefeated overall. This is our first SEC game, and so obviously there's definitely a long road to go, but this is where we truly start our season and whether or not we are going to be that national title contender that I think we definitely have the potential to be. Our offense is outstanding. Florida, they're on kind of a downswing in these years. They start out ranked high for the most part, but then they just can never string together enough wins to maintain that type of ranking. And so this is our chance. Let's make a stance. Let's show the nation that we belong as the top team in the SEC. Not anybody else. Not the Crimson Tide. No. It's the year of the Volunteer is what I'm telling you. Neyland Stadium is going to be rocking here for this one as we get started in this ball game. Here on our first drive, 7.5 to go in the first quarter. Paul Green is going to be in the shotgun here on the Florida side at about the 35-yard line. Throws a screen pass to Anthony Gray. He's going to cut up. It was a pretty well-stuffed play. They read that one about as perfectly as you could read a screen pass, and they had the closing speed to make the play, and they will for a 1-yard loss. So now we do have a 2nd and 11, this time from the actual Gator 35, as we are continuing to try to push forward here in this drive. So Paul Green from the pistol formation. He's going to hand it off to Anthony Gray up the middle. He's got a big hole. Gray down for about 13 yards on that one and a big-time first down as that one will move us even closer to where we need to be to get into this end zone here in the first quarter and help us grab the lead in this ballgame. So now 1st and 10. Paul Green, he's going to drop back, throw it on the quick pass to Sean Thomas, and that one's going to be stuffed relatively quickly. Not what you want to have happen, but hey, those plays do occur, so what can I say? So now needing to bounce back after that little sham of a play, we do have a 2nd and 11 here. Green is going to be in the shotgun this time. We are going with about 4 wide here. And we hand it off to Anthony Gray up the middle. Is barely able to squeeze through the line. He does have 2 rushes for 14 yards after that one. Y'all saw the first one for 13 and that one for just a single 1 yard. And it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, the 3rd and 10 is not where you want to live. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You just don't want to live in 3rd and longs. So we are definitely going to have to get better on that on 1st and 2nd down. But with the 3rd and 10 snap, Green's going to fire it over to Shane Swain. It was a decent, got us 6 yards. With what the defense showed us on that one, it's about all we could expect. Now, we did make the field goal, so we do have a 3-0 lead. And we take a look at scores from around the SEC as you see Ole Miss at number 5, barely escaping out of Ohio. 38-35. Then Auburn getting killed by the number 3 Aggies, 48-28. Georgia stomping down on Arkansas, 31-14. And LSU giving Mississippi State a whooping at 34-14. So you can see the SEC, well, just like in real life, is pretty well favored, even in the video game, and has a lot of highly ranked teams. So now we're going to jump ahead to the second quarter here, and you'll see Florida actually gained the lead on one of their following drives. And that one is big time for us because now we are playing from behind. But we did that plenty last year. And so we can be very comfortable with it, as you see with Paul Green getting that 9-yard rush on the option keeper, bringing up a 2nd and inches. As we are almost at that point. We are 8 yards away from reclaiming the lead in this ball game. So Tennessee, from the shotgun, changes plays and fires it over. It's just a horrifically poor pass. I kind of blame that one on myself more than anything. Changing plays at the last, getting the pass off really when I shouldn't have even tried to throw it. So luckily it wasn't a turnover. So I guess I will take that incomplete pass. So now 3rd down. 3rd and inches, thankfully, but still 3rd down nonetheless. Paul Green in the shotgun hands it to Anthony Gray, who's going to finally cut up the middle and gets 2 yards. Just enough to claim the first down. It looked like we were going to be stuffed for a little bit, but he shot up the field and gets us the first down conversion. So now 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Just 18 feet away, ladies and gentlemen. 18 feet away. So we are going to be in the shotgun as we go 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Play action to Gray. rolling out to our right side and throws it to Corey Lee, who came back to the ball. If he hadn't come back, that would have been a touchdown. You've got to be kidding me. Corey Lee, man, just stand there and catch it. But he comes back, and he does get stopped short. So now we have a 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line as Paul Green takes it himself up the middle, untouched on the option keeper. Touchdown, Volunteers. Oh, baby, is all I got to say about that, as we have reclaimed the lead in this ballgame. Here at home, being the number 4 team, it's our job to take the lead and to keep the lead, is all I'll say about that. All right, now Paul Green on this next one gets the snap, rolls to the right. No one is there to throw to, and he has no escapability, no escape speed. So we will just throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 from the Florida 40-yard line, trying to extend this lead. Paul Green in the shotgun once again, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, Gray in the backfield, as we start changing up the play a little bit here. And Green finally gets the snap, and he's going to be blasted, and he fumbles. You've got to be kidding me. He's going to fumble that, and Florida's going to take that one to the house. Oh, my goodness. No one blocked for him whatsoever, and Florida would claim the lead on us. So now here we are trying to take back what is rightfully ours, as we see. And Ross Lundy, oh, my goodness. Ross Lundy with the strike of lightning, 10-5, touchdown Tennessee, as that was a big-time run by Lundy. Oh, baby, is all I got to say about that. Ross Lundy on the keeper, giving us that strike of lightning we were needing at this moment. After that fumble that we had on our last drive, he comes through, breaks the tackle, and gets us into the end zone to finish off the first half. Now here we are in the 3rd quarter, still with our 17-14 lead. As we throw that one, that's going to be picked off by Jackson. He's going to start taking it back, and there's no one that's going to catch him. The 2nd turnover for a touchdown in this game. We have been dominating them. Outside of these 2 plays, the fumble and that interception, we have been dominating this team in all facets. But they have the lead because we've made stupid mistakes. As we come here to the end of the 3rd quarter, just trying to stay fighting and avoid these big mistakes. This game should be probably 31-7 at this point, but we haven't been able to avoid them. So now we are trailing, coming in to quarter number 4 here against our big-time rival, Florida Gators, a team we should be blowing out of the water. We really should. Stat-wise, we are. Point-wise, we're not, because, you know, anybody's proven to you can't lose a football game in 2 plays. We have proven to the point you definitely probably can. So now here at the start of the 4th quarter, Anthony Gray off to the right side is only going to pick up about a yard or a yard and a half on that one, as it brings up a big 3rd and 4, but he's had a hell of an afternoon. 18 rushes, 154 yards here in the rain and mud of Tennessee. You gotta love seeing that effort. So now, 3rd and 4 in the pistol formation. Paul Green, 3 wide receivers. He's going to hand it off to Gray up the middle. Bounces back across and barely picks up the first down that we were needing. Now 159 yards. Maybe we can try to get him to 200 yards by the end of this game. I don't know. We got to see how this thing plays out. So still trailing by 4. Green in the pistol formation once again. Option keeper. He cuts it outside. Green to the 5. It's a foot race into the end zone. Paul Green, touchdown Tennessee. Big time play. Oh, baby. That is what we needed from that man at this time. Not being down by the turnovers, he steps up and reclaimed the lead for us. And that would be just for a fleeting moment, if at that. Up and down as we go in this season, as we are now going to be, trailing by 4 points. Florida did come back to get that touchdown on us, and their following drive, like I said, I'm the offensive coordinator, so the defense is completely simulated. It is what it is. But the game is now 28-24, just about 3 minutes remaining in this one. And now we're going to option keeper to the left side. Paul Green lowering his shoulder, pick up 6 yards as he has over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on this afternoon. And that's going to be probably how we have to do it, all on the ground. Just let our feet do the walking and the talking here in this ballgame. As with the 1st and 10, we come on a heavy formation, hand it to Gray up the middle, picking up 8 yards. He's at 182 yards so far, and he looked like he was slow to get up. I'm not sure if that was that guy tripping over him or if he got a wee bit injured on that one. We'll have to hopefully see if he stays in. So now 2nd and 2, and Gray is in the game, so thankfully he was not hurt. Clock is still ticking away. Anthony Gray lowering his shoulder into a couple of Florida Gators. He did not get the best of that exchange, but he does get the first down in the end. So now we are at the 16-yard line. This clock is continuing to tick away. Under 2 minutes now at this point, as this is just how we're going to try to finish this one off. Option keeper up the middle. Paul Green bounces off a man and spins off a tackle. Is brought down at about the 5-yard line for a 1st and goal. Once again, 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this game. Paul Green has put this team on his shoulders along with Anthony Gray, and they are going to carry us to the promised land as we hand it off to Gray, who cuts back, spins forward, gets brought down at about the 2-yard line now, as we are just at about a minute to go here in this ball game. 1 minute to go, 6 feet away from taking the lead, trying to let this clock run out as much as we can to not let Florida have any time left in this one to try to get something going and tie it or take the lead. And we're going to keep the option keeper, Paul Green, touchdown Tennessee. We are going to take this one, take the lead with 38 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Oh my goodness. That was an impressive drive by this Tennessee offense, as we will have claimed the lead and the ball game in this one. We will move to 4-0 in this season. 2 big-time wins in this episode. Dang, these wins were so big I can't even talk quite proper. And then you see the play of the game, Ross Lundy. That really did spark, something in our guys and help power us through this horrible weather. But just an overall outstanding performance on the ground by Paul Green. Over 100 yards, multiple touchdowns on the ground. And at the same time, Anthony Gray, 193 yards on the day. And so you got to give the hats off to these 2 kids as they do lead us to big-time victory to start out the SEC play. Now, as I do say, this was our first game of the SEC, so we are now in conference play. We got a lot of big-time games coming up, so definitely stay tuned for that. And actually, I would say, if you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified anytime we do post up any content here on Champ and Sons. And if you did like today's video, give us a thumbs up, because we do really appreciate that, as it really does help out the channel. And we really want to know if we're making good content for y'all, because that's what we love to do, is make sure y'all are entertained. So I will see y'all in the next episode as we dive into the SEC and try to continue our season proving, that we belong at the top here in this one. So as always, everybody, thank you for joining us. Stay safe, and, well, you guys know how it goes. Later, y'all.